Alright, boys and girls. I ain't gonna lie to you. During game four, Indiana looked like the the, the fresher team. I don't want to say better. I want to watch my words. Indiana looked like the better team in game four. OKC looked tired. And up until the fourth quarter of game four, overall, Indiana's been playing a very good game. They've been playing almost perfectly. And you know, I know we expect a little bit more from Halliburton, but he's supposedly dealing with some leg injury, so he gets a little bit of a pass. The best player on that team has been Siakam this finals series, and you know what? Good for him. However, I didn't think OKC was going to win Game Four, but while they were getting smashed all game long, I didn't see Shea. I didn't see him. I didn't see any panic. I didn't see any worry, and I knew he was going to have to do something special to for that team to win. Because, like I said, that team had no energy. They looked tired. And he absolutely put them on his back and took them to the promised land and pulled that game out. I know people don't want to hear it. Um, when I watch Shea play, when I watch his facials and I watch his mannerisms and I watch how he doesn't panic when you know when times get tough, he does remind me a little bit of a young Jordan, a young Kobe. He reminds me a little bit of Kyrie when he's, you know, dribbling those guys down, dribbling them guys to death. He reminds me the most of like Kyrie and Kobe together. That's what he reminds me of. But when it comes to like the presence and the confidence and the reliability, he reminds me of Jordan, Kobe, LeBron to a degree. The only thing I say about Shea that he's probably going to pick up later on in his career is that this times he could be more aggressive, like Kobe. Kobe was super aggressive. Jordan was super aggressive when he in the fourth quarter when he needed to be. And if you watch a lot of Jordan videos or you watch a lot of Bulls games, Jordan didn't really go crazy first three quarters. He just paced himself. Pippen, it was usually Pippen, Kukoc, Ron Harper that usually, you know, kept them afloat first three quarters, and then fourth quarter was usually Jordan time. That's usually how it worked. And Shea just paced himself, paced himself, paced himself. Fourth quarter came, and there was nothing no one could do. So that's why when I say he reminds me of those guys, I don't want y'all to jump out the window. It's just the reliability, the mannerisms, the confidence, and the belief that no matter how bad things look, you know, the team still has a shot. Um, as far as my player pool goes, I am taking some people out. My first tier is going to be SGA. Nothing changes about that. My second tier is going to be Williams, Siakam, Halliburton, and Chet. And my third tier is going to be Turner, Caruso, Toppin. And my fourth tier is going to be Nemhard, Dort, McConnell, and Mathurin. I'm taking Hartenstein out and I'm taking Wallace out. I really don't want to play them. If I build a lineup and Hartenstein's my last man in and he's starting, I probably just leave it. But I think that Hartenstein and Wallace are getting played off the court in this series, and I don't want to waste the space on them. That's the idea. I have built lineup, but I really don't want to play them. I'm definitely not playing Wallace if he doesn't start, but I really don't want to play Hartenstein unless I absolutely have to, or unless I make a lot of extra lineups, and I'll throw him in one. I'm always thinking that, yeah, this is going to be the Hartenstein game, and it hasn't happened. And this is just not the series for him. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. These things happen sometimes. All right. In about 30 seconds, I'll go into my captains. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, like, honestly, if you're playing MLB, NBA, PGA, UFC, and you're spending your money and you're not winning, or you're newer to DFS and you don't know what you're doing and you need help, I got you. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. Everything else is in the description. And I'm like, I don't really promote my shit because, if you're playing DFS and you really want to win money, you're gonna kick down every door looking for ways to win. Because that's what I did. So I don't really got to sit here and promote my shit. But if you seriously are going into these tournaments and you're getting smacked and you're losing money, check out the Patreon. Check out the channel memberships. You feel me? As far as captains go, I've been real strict with my captains. Because if you get your captain wrong, you're probably not going to cash. You got to remember something. It doesn't matter how good you are at predicting this. There's tens of thousands of us playing the same players. There's no room for error. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how good you are. Somebody else is going to have the same lineup. This is the finals. There's only so many combinations you can play. You understand? SGA, Siakam, Jalen Williams, Turner are my captains. And I'll give a special what's the word I'm looking for? Exception for Caruso and I'll give a special exception for Caruso if the rest of the lineup is fire. If you have a game script and Caruso's in your captain spot and you get all the players that's in your game script that you think are going to go off, great. That's cool. But I'm not trying to play around with I don't want to play a captain that's going to give me 30 fantasy points because then I lose. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a shot. So that's how I look at it. And I know there's people out there that's going to look at the last couple tournaments from the last the last couple games. That's not how it works. You can't look at what happened in the last game and think and try to mimic it because every game is different. Yes, the players might be the same, but Siakam might get hot. Miles Turner might get hot. Halliburton might finally have a great game. You never know. So you just gotta game script it. Like how I said earlier, I think OKC, I don't know if I said it, but I think OKC pulls this game out. I'm gonna build lineups for OKC close win. How do I think that happens? Obviously SGA. I think Siakam has a good game. I think Chet knows that he's needed for them to win. Like there's certain, you got to have a game script. Like this is showdown. I know I keep saying it, but if you don't have a game script and you're not playing players to reflect it, you're not giving yourself a real chance to win big money. You're looking for big money, right? So give yourself a game script. Play the players to reflect it. Make sure your captain is going to put up, enough points to take you to the promised land. And I think that's all I got for you. I'm going to go on and get out of here. I know this video is late, but better late than never. I appreciate all of you watching. I appreciate all of you listening. Good luck tonight, and I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.